right, guys, we're putting all acrylic ply on this roof, and I just did something that was very common, and I wanted to bring it to your attention. I didn't notice there was a little bit of a wrinkle in the sheet, and you'll know from previous videos with the emulsion, you got to take those wrinkles out with your hands sometimes. I didn't see it. It's kind of bright up here with this white, and so I pushed the broom through it. And this is what happens when you push a broom through, and it has a little, the sheet's a little bit too pushed together. I pushed the broom through and I made this wrinkle right here, okay? I noticed it, everything's still wet, so I'm gonna fix it right now. I can pull this up and pull that wrinkle out. And I can pull right here. So I holler to my buddy, hey David, give it a little pull. David can snap it for me and that'll pull it tight. Now, I should be able to push my broom through there and that wrinkle disappears. Again, it is so much easier to deal with while it's wet. If you see something like that, take a second, pull the wrinkle out. Otherwise, later you're gonna have to come back and fix that thing with mastic. More time consuming, a lot more effort. Only took me a couple of seconds. You gotta deal with that stuff as they come up. So I noticed it, I fixed it, and now I'm moving on about my business. So as you have imperfections in the sheet, as you're going about your ply, don't be in such a rush to put the plies down that you leave a bunch of problems for later. All right, thanks. So I want to point out real quick, you can see this sheet is kind of wrinkled, and notice how the broomer waits. He's waiting for the guy in front of him to pull the lion's share of the wrinkles out. Sometimes you can get more done faster by showing a little bit of patience and being concise with your efforts. If he'd have just run through and pushed the broom through all those wrinkles, those things would have been a nightmare to try and deal with, and it would have been a lot more work. So everything needs to happen in an order, right? You put the coating down, then you put the sheet in, and then you make sure the sheet is, cut around obstructions and that all the wrinkles are mostly pulled out. Then you broom it in. So don't be in such a hurry to push the broom through something that's not quite fully set yet. All right, guys, we're getting our way down this run right now. We're at a spot right now, and with these acrylic plies, this is gonna be real standard. The roller and the broomer, and actually even the sprayer, they're gonna kind of work a lot closer together. Sometimes with the emulsion on a cool day, that guy might be 50, 60 feet in front of you, and he's just laying out emulsion. With the acrylic, you can't do that. This dries a little bit quicker. So I'm taking the time to tell a little story to you guys. So we're putting this thing at risk a little bit, but it's a nice cool day and I want to get this point across. So the two of us working together are going to move from station to station to station. So David's about to take off now and set this polyester. So I'm going to help him. I'm going to put my foot right here, kind of hold this side of the sheet. I'm going to hold the other side with my broom. And now he's going to, he needs to walk outside of the acrylic. He doesn't want to put footprints in it, so he has to step outside. When you do that, sometimes you pull the sheet up some 20, 30 feet. Now he's to the end of his run. We're gonna be stopping here. He gives it a couple of pulls, and if you scan the sheet a little bit, you'll see that this sheet is wrinkle-free. So when I go through with the broom, there should be no wrinkles. All I'm doing is embedding this polyester. This brooming on the acrylic ply is different than the emulsion ply. On the emulsion ply, we talk about nice light brooming. The broom and the emulsion basically do all the work. With the acrylic, you're gonna want your broomer to put a little more elbow grease into it, give a little more authority into his brooming, and especially on this far lap right here, make sure you seal it the whole way. Every spot you miss is a spot you gotta fix with mastic. Every spot you don't broom and fully adhere is a loose lap that we have to fix later. So don't leave any if you can, or keep them to a minimum at least, right? So we'll get this broomed in, and then we'll go down to the end where our sprayer's already laying some acrylic, and we'll just put our next run in. All right, man.